Hi, welcome back to Level Up Repairman. I hope you had a great week. Thank you all so much for the support you've shown by the views of my last video about a miracle. Eve's doing so much better. My mom's doing so much better. Thank you so much for keeping them in your prayers. So let's recap. So each episode, in order to level up, you need to let go of toxic people and situations, forgive yourself and others, self-love, miracle, keep the faith, gut instinct versus your thoughts. And this episode is about acceptance and accepting in yourself, accepting what is around you, accepting who you are, and not caring what anyone else thinks. Because at the end of the day, does it really matter what the next person feels about you? If someone loves you, they'll love you unconditionally. They'll accept you for who you are and what you are. And it shouldn't matter. You have to love yourself. In order to level up, you have to have a thick skin. You have to accept that not everyone's going to like you. And you know what? Who cares? Because those who do like you will surround themselves with you. They'll want to be around you at all times, much as they could be. But in order to accept yourself, you have to love yourself. And that takes a long time. I have to say, I think in all reality, I just truly started feeling love for myself in the last few years and really accepting who I was. Because I care what people thought about me, and I'm sure you do too. And I learned that through all these trials and tribulations I've gone through. I mean, I went through 9/11 with my companies, and I went through Sandy, which was a lot of losses with that. And then, you know, all this that's going on today, in my life today. But, you know, I've learned so much from each thing we went through, it was a lesson. Of course, it hurts deeply, and a lot of loss comes from it. But in the end, you learn who you really are and what you're made of, and what you can handle. And you'll probably surprise yourself how strong you. I'm laughing because I went through it. I didn't think I was strong internally. I didn't think I was emotionally strong enough. And you know what? I put all these tattoos on me, which means strength, and I am strong, and I became strong through all the adversities that I faced, but then I beat. And I kept the faith, and by keeping the faith, it gave me the strength, it gave me the motivation, the perseverance not to give up and to keep going. Not everything is insurmountable. There is always a way out of everything, and through every bad situation, like I spoke about before, there's always a good situation that comes out of it, if that's the way you look at it. But don't care what other people feel about you. Don't think about whether they like you or not, or if you do this, they're not going to like it, or if you're dating this person because they don't believe in that. What does it matter? At the end of the day, it matters if you're happy, that you accept yourself. I was teaching the kids this weekend in our class, the child counseling and Reiki, tapping. And the tapping starts with, you know, like you just say what you want to vent about or get it out. And the first thing is, and I accept myself. And then the second, you go back to it again, then you say, and I love myself. So look into tapping. It's really great. It really centers you and calms you down. And if you're having anxiety, it takes it away. It really does. This stuff really works, people. But I think acceptance is very important in leveling up. You have to love yourself and not care what people think. And speaking of acceptance, we created through all this, last couple weeks, Denise and I, she's my Reiki master, and her and I came up with this amazing class to help others about accepting themselves. And it's called Rainbow Counseling and Reiki. So it's any age, and it's for gay men, gay women, and transgender. And it's being done right here in the Salt Room. Because who are we to judge anybody? And I believe, like in past lives, and don't you think I was a man in a past life? Of course I was. I was a man, I was a woman, and so were you, believe it or not. So it doesn't matter who you're sleeping with, it doesn't matter what they feel about you. If you love you and you love that other person, it doesn't matter. What matters most is to you and up above. I just gotta chill it, that's angels validating. So we're gonna help these kids who maybe are afraid to come out to their parents, or afraid to come out to their friends, transgender, gay men, women, it doesn't really matter. We're going to sit in this Salt Room, and we're going to heal together, we're going to accept ourselves and say, you know what, if you love the same sex, does it really matter? At the end of the day, would you rather be beaten up by someone or abused by someone, or love? Love comes in every form possible. And it does come from God. It does. And it's my chill again. I love getting these chills. It's my angels above. But that's going to be coming in April, the workshop. So you can visit stemsandstones.com in the Salt Room, and you'll get the dates that's going to be starting up. And of course, in March, I had to postpone my workshop for obvious reasons. But I'm super, super, super excited to, help everyone else accept themselves, love themselves, because we all go through it. And once again, I can't say it and stress it enough, that the people that you surround yourself with, that's key. That's the key. That's love, because without love, you can't do anything. Love of oneself, love of others, love of everything around you. And accept where you are today, accept where you are at this moment, because the universe, God always has your back, and you're where you're supposed to be at this moment. I know if you have a bad day, do something you enjoy to do. Just let it go for that moment, because the next day something may happen within 24 hours, 24 seconds. Like I said in my last the miracle video about Eve, it happened in a nanosecond. So just stay right here 60 seconds at a time. Love who you are, accept who you are, because you're amazing. But I love you guys. Thanks for always coming back. Like and subscribe to my channel. Any questions about one-on-one counseling, I do right here in the Salt Room. We can FaceTime each other. We can Zoom. The link is below. But I'll see you next week.